afternoon, audience. This is the Hotness and Sweetly, and welcome back to another edition of the Restaurant Magic Show. We're so happy you're here. I mean, Sweetly and I, we're on this kick, audience, where we are just like consuming so much sweets, and we just can't help ourselves. But that's because we're just foodies. We're true foodies. We've been eating for years, so we're experts, okay? And we love connecting with restaurant owners, caterers, food trucks, chefs. Who else? Sweetly, bakers.
The dishwasher.
That's Sweet Lisa's dream. She wants to interview the dishwasher. But today, we are in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we're with Brie and Marrow of Cake Couture Boutique. So welcome, Brie. Welcome, Mariston. How are you guys doing?
Hello. I'm doing well.
I'm
Thank you
doing fine.
for having us.
No, thank you for having us. We see these cupcakes, and I'm not paying attention to anything you guys are saying, right, Sweetly?
Good.
I appreciate it.
Oh, yes. So, Brie, Mariston, tell us, how did you guys get started with this awesome Cake Couture Boutique? Your wedding cakes, the displays, they look so beautiful, colorful, and very unique. And very extremely professional. I just love it. So how did you get started? Who has the talent?
Both. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Baking was never my forte. I went to culinary school. I am a foodie. I am a chef. As soon as my feet hit the floor in the morning, I'm just like, what am I eating for dinner? Because I'm about to disappear right now. And I just feel like with cooking, you can always throw some stuff together and voila, dinner is ready. However, baking, not so much. It's more of a science. Mm-hmm. So just definitely not my thing. And then I end up getting introduced to a cake pop. My husband throws this surprise birthday party for me, and instead of a cake, there's cake pops, and it's like cake on a stick dipped in chocolate.
Yes.
Life doesn't get any better than
It doesn't. She's telling the truth, audience. Go ahead, Brie.
Absolutely. So I sought out how to perfect this cake pop situation. I spent a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of efforts, and I could just never get the thing right. Like the consistency wasn't right. The cake was too dry, it was too moist, it wouldn't stay on the stick, the ball is now on the floor. Like, you know what, it literally seriously took me 3 months to actually get the cake pop. And once I got it, I just said, this is way too much work for this cake on a stick dipped in chocolate. So how about we just bake a cake? I'm gonna bake a cake. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I am going to try to design a cake because I like to make things pretty. Okay. So, and that's exactly what I did. I designed a cake, and it was absolutely, positively horrible. It was horrible. It was horrific. It was like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. However, you couldn't tell me that then. Right. And I felt like, hey, I'm on to something here.
I'm doing the thing.
Exactly. And so I would just spend my weekends practicing, honing the craft, doing things for my children as they were growing up for school. And then one day I got a call that said, hey, I need to place an order for a cake. And I was just like, but wait, like, what does that even mean? Like, do you trust me? Are you sure you want me to do a cake? Like, I'm just over here having a good time. I'm having fun. Right. And so that call happened, and then the calls kind of came in a little more frequently. And I said, okay, well, maybe I need to be legit. Maybe I need to have a website. Get a federal tax ID. Daughter, it's this thing called Instagram. Start me up a page. Right. And that's exactly how this whole thing came into fruition.
I love it.
Completely by accident.
I love it. And your husband, I see he's wearing this awesome apron. So you're in the back cooking. So how did she rope you in? How did Brie rope you in and say, honey, this is what we doing?
Exactly.
Well, I guess it started from the home-based business because when I used to get off of work at the home-based business, I had to help with the cakes so that she wouldn't be up all night by herself with the cakes. So that's how I got roped in. So now I'm roped in where I do all the baking and stacking and stuff, and she just comes in and does the design.
I sprinkle my fairy glitter dust on it on the end.
You better tell it, Brie.
That's what I do. I just come in and just put my final touches on it and make it, But I mean, it's a team. It's definitely a team effort. It just got to the point where the bottom fell out. I knew that if I continue to cake in my full-time job, they were going to fire me.
Right.
So back in August of 2014, I stepped out on faith.
There you go.
And quit my job. We also have a catering division, so a lot of the wedding cakes that we do, we provide the catering for as well. And so then shortly after that is, same with my husband, it's just really, really hard to be a part-time entrepreneur. So, if you get here so late, it's only so much you can do to help me.
Right.
So I took the liberties of going ahead and writing your 2-week notice,
There
even
you
though
go.
you've been on your job
There you go.
for 17 years.
Wow.
And you go in there tomorrow
Oh.
and you tell them it's that your last day.
Oh, what?
And that's
2
that.
weeks.
2 weeks. That was
That's
it.
it. But you know what? We have to step out on faith if we want to conquer. We don't always have to work for someone else. We can be our own bosses.
Absolutely.
And that is a thing that our listeners need to know. And
Absolutely.
quitting that job that you're working for someone else, your talents, your skills, which I'm not going to say that they don't appreciate it, but a lot of times they don't show it.
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
going ahead and taking that step to go ahead and do your own thing, it is so important that
It's
we
very
know
important.
that your gifts make room for you.
Oh, absolutely.
You know that,
oh,
right?
I concur, and I want to say that people look. Is the mic on?
Yeah.
For the people in the back, can you hear me?
You
I want to
better
say
tell
this
it,
clearly that paychecks are dream killers because we get so caught up on what's guaranteed that we not even looking at the possibilities of what can come our ways. You know what I'm saying? I just have to say to everybody, if you stay faithful to your craft or your talent, favor will come.
Yes.
It will come. It might not be overnight. It might not come when you want it, but it's coming.
And look, favor ain't fair. So you don't worry about what somebody else is doing. You just know that God has a purpose for you.
Absolutely.
And I have 2 questions.
Go ahead.
Now the team makes everything work.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But tell us a little bit about the team. Is there some rough spots in the team? How is working every day with each other and going home with each other every day? How's that working for y'all? Somebody better tell us.
I know. Okay, so let me say this. Me and my husband, we've been together for a very long time, and I want to say that, our marriage is such a business. And I know for sure, for certain, that I could not do this without him, nor would I want to do this without him. Don't get me wrong. We have our moments because I feel like it should be this way. He feels as though it should be that way. But they're just moments. They're never like days. I will tell you this. No matter how upset we are, food always brings us back together.
Hallelujah. Fellowship with food.
Look,
I love
exactly. It's a I'm mad. He didn't tick me off. I'm upset. And then the next thing is, you hungry? What you want to eat? And I feel like food, no matter what, always just brings us back together. So these moments that we have are like 30 minutes. Like literally, seriously.
Like they say that music is universal. I think it's food
is universal.
You know?
Absolutely.
And they say music soothes the savage beast. No, food soothes the savage
Food
beast.
brings us
Amen.
together.
So one more question. And Mariston, am I saying that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Maybe you can answer this. What makes you guys unique?
Well, that's a good question.
Is it back on Brie?
No.
Okay, Mariston.
It's
Tell
not
us.
on me. He's such an introvert.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So what we do, it works. You know what I'm saying? This is why he's in the back of the house. This is why I'm
It's called
in the
balance.
front. Exactly.
Balance.
Exactly.
Well, Brie personality makes it unique. We can always bake and stack whatever, but she comes up with the designs and the colors, and that's what makes it unique. We can make a color and she'll come out there, it's too dark, it's too light, add more color to it, and we just working with this color for like an hour now, and we ain't got it right, but she want to make sure it's right in the way her vision. She wants her vision to look the way she wants it. So that kind of makes it unique.
Awesome. And I know you do everything with love. I can just tell.
Oh, absolutely. We do this with love. We're doing we're doing special events, mainly weddings. We do over 100 weddings a year.
Wow.
And what day is more important than your wedding day? Like so this thing is, you gotta have love, you gotta have passion. I sit here with my clients and I get to know them, I get to know their personality, and then I design a cake for them, and then we execute it. And it's just bomb.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the audience, Brie and Mariston, they're making memories, okay? And we're just so happy about it. But we're going to take a quick commercial break because guess what? They do more than cakes. I found this out when I came in. I was like, oh, what? You guys do food too? What? So when we come back, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Where did you get it? I got it from TeamJesusClothing.com. Really? I like the messaging and the colors. They're so vibrant. Yes, TeamJesusClothing.com has a lot of t-shirts and hoodies with encouraging messages. They have styles for both men and women.
Wow, thanks for letting me know. I'm going to TeamJesusClothing.com to place my order now.
Yes, definitely go to TeamJesusClothing.com and be sure to check out my favorite shirt designs, Team Jesus and Won't He Do It.
I can't wait. TeamJesusClothing.com, here I come.
Welcome back, audience. This is the Hotness and Sweetly, and we are at Cake Couture Boutique with Brie Marrow and her husband Mariston. And before we went to commercial break, we were discussing you guys also do something more than cakes. You guys do food. I didn't know this. Okay, so what else? Tell me more about the food and your catering business.
So now meanwhile, I got this background in culinary, and so does my husband. And I had a couple that I met at a wedding show that came to me, and they said, they came for their cake tasting, and they said, "Hey, do you know of a caterer?" Well, sure, me. Okay. And then the next thing I know, we're bringing this whole catering division to our repertoire. It's not too many people that are out here that provide both. And so I tell people all the time, like, the cake is good, but the food is phenomenal. If I had to I say that we're more of Southern cuisine. However, we do everything. Like, our spectrum is very, very broad as far as foods are concerned, because, again, we are foodies. We are back here in this test kitchen throwing things together, coming up with different flavor profiles, the whole nine. So if I had to say, like, we specialize in more of a Southern cuisine, but more with a modern flair. So it's like your grandma's cooking, but we're going to put a little bit of urban chic to it, to
step it up a notch.
Exactly, absolutely. So it's not like it ain't Sunday dinner table food. Look, but we elevated a little bit more.
So what are one of your signature dishes?
Oh gosh, we have so many signature dishes, and I promise you, we update our menu quite often, but the people pick the same stuff. Bourbon salmon, that bourbon salmon. People want bourbon salmon from here to forever. Like, we just can't get rid of it. Candied yams, macaroni and cheese, good old collard greens.
Yeah, you can't
brisket.
Can't mess up with that.
Exactly. It can be, but it won't be here. Okay, like, people talk to us years after their weddings and say people still talk about their food.
Oh my god.
People still talk about how great the food was at their wedding.
Yes, that's so awesome for you and your husband. Because like I said, audience, they're making memories, and they come back and they tell you, we still remember that delicious food and those phenomenal wedding cakes that you guys did. What an awesome team, right, Sweetly?
Yes, and the growth. How did y'all take that? Were you like, oh my God, how are we going to do this? Oh my God, what are we going to do? And it just blew up quickly, huh? That's how you know it's God, right?
Completely. But you said favor ain't fair. I was not expecting this, of this magnitude. Like, it's to the point we turn away so many people. We turn away so many people. People have to understand. Right. Our refrigerators are only so big. We can't put all of Wake County's cakes in these refrigerators back here.
Okay. So when are you gonna step it up a notch so you can get your staff? Is that in the picture?
When God gives me the clearance to go ahead and do so, I shall. But right now we have a 5-lease obligation here, and we're only into our 3rd year. We're going on our 4th year at this point.
Congratulations!
So we still got a year and some change before we can actually move up. But we are setting the foundation to figure out what it is that we want to do. We do have some cake designers in here that are absolutely amazing. We also hired a new chef. So we're growing at a not as fast as maybe the people out here want me to, but that's
okay. You're going at your own pace.
At my own pace.
And that's what's important.
Exactly.
So listen, guys, if you don't know where Cake Couture is, they're right in the heart of Triangle Mall. And you need to come on out. I'm looking at some beautiful cupcakes here. I heard they had a Jamaican rum.
I was eavesdropping, and I heard that. I was just like, do what? What?
Wait a minute. What about strawberry lemonade?
I heard that too. See, I gave her the full rundown. I was like, girl, they got all these cupcakes, and guess who's going to eat them afterwards?
Well, after my doctor's appointment, I will.
I'm not messing with Sweetly.
I'm telling you, like, we're such foodies. We have 47 different flavors that you can choose.
Did you say
from.
40? You're like the Baskin Robbins of like cupcakes.
Beyond Baskin Robbins, I think they only got 31.
Oh yeah, you're right. Beyond Baskins, I love
Beyond
it.
Baskins.
Comparing
Because like
Couture
I
to
said,
Baskin and Robbins.
It's because I'm a foodie. I want to put stuff together. I want to make things like shake. Like, oh, I want to just give you something that you'd be like, your palate is
So
just
what's
like
the weirdest
pleasantly.
cupcake you have? What's the most, like people would be like, wow.
Would you ever think? I would say like a maple bacon, but maple bacon has just gone forever and a day.
Yeah.
Sweet and salty is out there.
Exactly, the
Yeah.
sweet and salty. The butter toffee crunch
Or the cookie butter.
or cookie butter. Either
Cookie
one
butter.
works too. Yeah, cookie butter
Wow.
is outstanding.
What about like this is just coming to me at the top of my head, like some KFC and gravy cupcake.
Roast hotness.
Very
Roast.
favorite. Let me tell you, I'm a savory and sweet person. We have not gotten there just yet.
I can dream sweetly.
But
You can. I ain't
when
mad.
we do figure that part out, we will give you a call.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, well, on a serious note, listeners, we're going to ask some questions here that may be helpful to you guys out there. So, in getting started, what are some of the suggestions or something that you can give our entrepreneurs out there that's going in this cooking foodie world help to get them started or to keep them motivated to keep going?
Okay, understood.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I will tell you this: when I started my business, I paid a lot of money every month in marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Marketing is very, very important. You got to realize and understand who your audience is and how you're going to market to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's great that we have these good social media outlets out here like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. However, you still got to do more than just that. You know, my thing was I wanted to hit the wedding industry, do wedding shows, things of that nature, make relationships and build relationships with different people that are tied to the industry, like event planners and venues, things of that nature, so that they'll always continuously refer us. You know, and at one point we paid over $1,000 a month in marketing, and now we pay nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's
we
phenomenal.
used to pay monies to be in all the different magazines that's in the area. Now we pay nothing, and we're still in them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is that I feel like that's very, very valuable is get with your county and know what it is that you have to be, so that you can be, you know, not necessarily always just procedurally sound, but that you are sound as far as you have your permits, you have your everything that you need, that because we're so busy and so tied up into running our business, we don't necessarily know that these are the legal steps that you these are the legal steps that you need to take care of. Get a CPA, get somebody that knows what they're doing, because if you're not I'm a baker, I'm not an accountant, I don't know the first thing about doing taxes. Taxes are extremely important, and you have to know that once your business makes over a certain dollar amount per month, that you have to file your taxes every single month. It's not a quarterly thing or a yearly thing. Like, you just need to have somebody in place that's going to know what you need to do as far as taxes are concerned, so that you can be busy doing your business aspect of and running your business, as opposed to dealing with the financials. What other things are there?
I guess the most important thing is you're going to meet a lot of people. A lot of people going to come in and out. Just be careful who you befriend.
I know. You got to watch how you move, because it's the people out here that literally seriously are haters. And I just didn't even know that they even existed. I didn't even know that they existed. And it's just a jealousy thing, and there's no reason for it. Like, you know, I can teach you a whole bunch. I can teach you how to Dougie if you want me to show you. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I feel like people, they see the success and they think that it was just handed to us. No, baby, we was here.
Hard work.
You hear this voice? This is the voice of a vocal box that hasn't gotten rest, because we work constantly. We're here 24 hours. I'm talking about, we see the sun come up and then we see it set and come up again. Like, oh, we have been here for over 24 hours at this point. We have been working hard at this point. Like, people don't get that. They just see.
They think it happens.
Exactly, like
They
somebody
don't know the
handed us
sweat
something.
behind it.
Yes, the sweat,
know?
blood, and tears. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like nobody gave us anything. This is all of what me and my husband did just out of our checking account. Like that's it. That's all. Like it wasn't easy.
Right.
You know, but we're here.
Yeah, and we're so thankful. All the hard work, audience. I mean,
It just, the scripture tells you, don't get weary in doing good,
Absolutely.
because in due season you will reap if you faint not.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So just keep doing
Receive.
what you're doing, and I tell you, I just feel it and I see it. God's gonna take y'all to a whole nother level. And we're gonna come back in here and it'll be humongous. But we're gonna go for one more break, and then when we come back, we're gonna ask Brie and Mariston, was there ever a time that they just wanted to throw in the towel? We'll be right back, listeners.
When will I get married? Waiting can never be easy. Whether it's waiting on a taxi or a job promotion, it can be difficult. When it comes to waiting on Mr. Right, aka Boaz, it becomes even more challenging to wait while you're single. In this lighthearted book, Where's Boaz? I don't know, I'm tired of kissing frogs too. Best-selling author Nevada York offers suggestions based on the Bible's great love story of Ruth and Boaz and from her own experience of waiting on God. You will learn the attributes of Ruth and use the Ruth reality chart to do a self-check on your own attributes. Nevada also shares the 10-step plan that Ruth followed to win her Boaz. Obedience and being a blessing plays a key role. Trust the Lord and His timing. Make your season of singleness Ruth-defining. Order Nevada York's latest book, Where's Boaz? I don't know, I'm tired of kissing frogs too. Available on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle.
welcome back, audience. We're with Brie and Mariston of Cake Couture Boutique in Raleigh, North Carolina. Sweetly, are we having a blast or what?
We are having a blast. It is smelling good in here, and those cupcakes are looking beautiful. The cakes are looking awesome. We just heard about the wonderful food that Brie prepares. Candy yams, I'm stuck.
Collard greens, I'm stuck. But we digress. Before we went to break, Sweetly had asked, was there a time that you guys ever wanted to throw in the towel?
It's multiple times. So many times I can't even count how many times that I've wanted to, to give up. However, I feel like, we're like the poster children of this black business that we have, and we have so many people that are like rooting on and cheering us on. And then sometimes you got to just step back and take a look at who's watching you. And we do have 2 kids, both of them are in college, and we just want them to see that, regardless of whatever challenges you have, you just have to persevere and just push through them. And again, like I said, favor will come. So we just have to keep pushing no matter what. Like, it's just a situation of who what motivates me, and it's just for everybody in my circle to do good. J. Cole has this thing that said, what good is first class if my people can't sit with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the thing that motivates me. Like, I want my people, anybody that works here at Cake Couture, I want them to be taken well care of. And I just say, y'all walk with me, and I'm telling you, you ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. And that's the thing that gets me right there.
Yeah, and that's so powerful that you say that, because I think a lot of employers, they don't know how to take care of their people. Mm-hmm. But if you focus, they're your investment. They're representing you. It's your brand. If you take care of your people, they'll take care of you.
Agreed. How many jobs have we had that we feel like we're not appreciated, that we feel that we're not appreciated, or we're just another number, or you don't care. Like, I care. Like, I want to see you do well. What can I do to help you?
Exactly.
To get, what can I do to help you? I just want everybody in my camp to do good.
Yeah.
I'm not, when I make it, because I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm living in the same neighborhood as you. I'm driving the same type of cars you driving.
There you go.
I just want to make sure that everybody that we all eat. That's it. That's all.
I love that. Right. We all eat.
You know it's all about eating.
It's a common denominator. It's what brings us back together.
I understand it. Yes.
It makes the world go round.
It does.
Exactly.
But share, before we wrap up, share with the audience how they could get in touch with you, find you, your website. Please let them know.
Absolutely. So we are Cake Couture Boutique. We are located right behind Triangle Mall, behind in the Pointer Village Shopping Center, around the water. Our telephone number is 919-633-7888. Our website is www.cakecouturenc.com. Follow us on Instagram. I'm definitely a big, huge Instagram person. My Instagram handle is CakeCouture_NC for North Carolina. Holla at your girl.
Holla.
Yes, holla, and you won't regret it. So check it out, listeners. It's a wrap. This has been the
Hotness
and Sweetly checking out what Cake Couture Boutique was all about.